to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Synergy Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
Hey, Tyler with Summit Contracting here. Let's talk about building on your farm. One of the great things about working with Summit Contracting is that we are the farm builders. We build premium grain systems and any structure that goes on your farm. It's never too early to start a project. We'll create a layout to ensure your structures are perfectly placed for today and the future. Let's get started on your farm project at buildsummit.com.
What set BH apart for me was that it was just slightly different. I had half of my class go to SDSU and USD, and I wanted to do something a little different, have a little different taste of things. It feels really easy to go with what everyone else is doing and just go where you know you're going to be comfortable, like at USD or SDSU, because you know everyone there. But I think this was a good enough stretch for me, but it still felt like I had a safety net. And then when I came here on campus, I remember walking around and I was like, this actually feels like a place where I could spend the next 4 years of my life.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, DRG Media Group.
Pierre Governor Volleyball on River 92.7 is brought to you by Bank West, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City, Ford Lincoln Toyota, Kruger Contracting, Century Business Products, and the Brittany Shufflebine Agency. Governor Volleyball is brought to you by Dakota Mart, Avera Health, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, Access Health Fort Pierre, the Corner Station, and Black Hills Federal Credit Union. And Governor Volleyball is brought to you in part by Hawaii Federal Credit Union, TMA, Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Waikirado, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, the Lariat Lanes, the Rancota Hotel and Conference Center, Vertigo Electric, Bauman Lumber, and Xander Auto Parts. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Volleyball, the Hughes County Jail, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of Pierre in Gettysburg, Hermanson Entodotus, Cowboy Country Stores, Gales Gas Service, and Bauman Lumber.
Now, Pierre Governor Volleyball.
And a very good Thursday evening, everybody. A night of high school volleyball coming your way as the Pierre Governors take to the road once again. And one of the longest road trips of the year, if not the longest. The Governors find themselves in Yankton as they'll take on the Yankton Gazelles. We welcome you to the Summit Center on the campus of Yankton High School. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play tonight. We're all set with live video. Caleb Brozick and Live Ticket will be videoing this match for us. You can watch this match as well as hear it on our website at drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page. Also, this match will be available for viewing through gogovs.live and liveticket.tv. John Neff will run the show in our DRG Media Group World Headquarters back in studio. And the Governors coming in facing what Coach Tiffany Ster and I are kind of agreeing is a must-win situation. It's not a must-win in the matter of making the state tournament or in the SODAC 16, but for the Governors to get the goal that they want to in hosting a SODAC 16 game, and they're right now on a 4-match losing streak. They really need to get back up and get something positive going. Right now, Yankton with a record of 3-13 might be that team that the Governors can get another back on the winning column, so to speak, but Yankton's been playing very well of late, even though they're in a 4-match losing streak themselves. But they've been playing some good teams very well. In fact, case in point, one of their more recent 4 matches that they've lost was a 5-setter in Aberdeen, a 5-set loss. But they did take the Golden Eagles to the limit. They're coming in off of a 3-set loss to Brandon Valley 1 week ago tonight, but they lost that game with scores of 19, 21, and 22. So they played pretty well in that one as well. It is senior night here in Yankton, so they've got a little extra to play for, the Governors, and they have to rise to the challenge and see what they can do here on the road. Of course, a rainy and windy ride down here on the bus, and well, we'll see how it goes on the varsity court. Right now, 23-17. The Governor sophomores are trying to finish off a 2-set sweep. The Governor JVs fell in 3 games, 15-10 in the third in the match before this one, and the rubber match, so to speak, on the varsity court. About to come up. Governors are at match point in the sophomore match now. We'll start with the 3-minute timeout. Our pregame show will be brought to you by Bank West. And in that pregame, we'll come back and take a look around AA volleyball, the state of volleyball in South Dakota here at this point of this week. And we've got coaches' comments, keys to success, starting lineups, and a whole lot more as we bring you Pierre Governor Volleyball. Your official voice of the Governors is River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bank West has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bank West associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bank West. Bank West, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News app from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archive video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota High School Sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News app. Download it now from the App Store or Google Play.
Beck Motor Company is celebrating 54 years in business. Specials in every department. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. 10% off all Pro Shop items. Caps, coolers, cups, blankets, car storage containers, and more. $15 off a light detail. And with all vehicle purchases, take home a special anniversary gift. See us at beck-motors.com. Call 224-5912. Thank you for your business and friendship.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram. Hey, DQ fans, do you order onion rings but want fries too? Or do you order fries but also want onion rings? Well, we have the answer. Both. Say hello to the DQ Chicken Strip and Fry Rings basket. Get 2 of the legendary sides with golden chicken strips. Now, the only question is, do you go chicken fry ring or fried chicken ring, or what about ring fried chicken? Oh, the possibilities only at participating DQ locations. Happy taste good.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? LiveTicket.tv has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages starting at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
We're back in Yankton as we get set for Pierre Governor Volleyball. Brian Oakland welcoming you to our Bank West pregame show, and the origination of our broadcast is also the Hughes County Jail broadcast booth. And we are up in the upper section of the bleachers on the visitor side of the Summit Center, looking down pretty much straight in the center of the court and our point of view from the Hughes County Jail broadcast booth. Let's hear from the Hughes County Jail. Thanks to them for giving us a spot to sit, to call this match from, and to video this match from. You'll get our vantage point when you watch it at drgnews.com. It's the Hughes County Jail broadcast booth, and we're back after this.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means, and so do the men and women of the Hughes County Jail. No matter how good you are, working with a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. So if you'd like to know more about the available positions at the Hughes County Jail and be a part of their team, log on at hughescounty.org. Click on the Sheriff tab. Detention deputies and nursing positions are available. Go Govs from the employees of the Hughes County Jail.
Hughes County Jail, and thanks to the men and women for serving our community in that regard and being first responders and other things that go along with the Sheriff's Office and the Hughes County Jail from the Hughes County Jail broadcast booth. I'm Brian Oakland. Here's the state of volleyball. And actually, before we do that, we should also remind you, as we've got a handful of Pierre fans who have made the trip here through the rain and the wind, and it's always a good reminder, as the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds us, to buckle up every trip, every time they celebrate being a part of a team, and always buckle up. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Matches that took place previously. Yankton actually last played 1 week ago tonight. As mentioned, a 3-set sweep at the hands of Brandon Valley, 25-19, 25-21, 25-22. The Pierre Governors then played on Tuesday night at home. Their last match was against top-ranked Harrisburg, 28-26, 25-20, 25-13. Govs played very well for most of 2 sets, but Harrisburg asserted their dominance in the later second and full third games. Other matches that happened on Tuesday, Huron swept Sioux Falls Roosevelt in 3 straight. Watertown won in 4 at Sioux Falls Lincoln 3-1. Sioux Falls Jefferson with a sweep of Mitchell in Mitchell. O'Gorman over Brandon Valley 3-1. Washington with a straight set sweep of Brookings 3-0. Out west, Spearfish in the Black Hills Conference beat Belle-Fourche in 5, 3-2. And Douglas, here's a bit of a surprise. Douglas swept Rapid City Stevens. Close matches, 25-22, 25-21, 25-23, but Douglas continues to improve, and really an improvement when you can sweep Rapid City Stevens, who pretty much is always the cream of the crop. West River. So with that, those results from Tuesday night, here are the updated standings right now in the power rankings. Harrisburg, off of their win over the Governors, still perfect on the year, 17-0, the number 1 seed. It's Washington at 15-2 now, moving up to the number 2. Sioux Falls Jefferson, even though they have not lost since they played Harrisburg last week, they're 12-1. They fall to the 3 spot. Watertown continues to play good. Volleyball 17-3. They're in the 4 spot. Aberdeen, after Pierre's loss, dropped them from 5 to 6. Aberdeen moves up into the 5 spot with a 12-6 mark. Pierre and the Golden Eagles have been kind of flip-flopping that 5-6 mark for a while now. Pierre is now 8-6, and in the 6th seed, Huron, who beat the Governors last week, 12-10, up into the 7 spot, and Sioux Falls Lincoln at number 8 with a 10-8 mark. O'Gorman is also 10-8, but they're in the 9, followed by Brookings, Sioux Falls Roosevelt, Spearfish, Rapid City Stevens falling all the way to 13 now. Douglas is at 14, Brandon Valley and Mitchell round out the top 16. Yankton's been just below the Mendoza line of the top 16 or the bottom 3 in Double-A most of the season. They're 3-13, and along with Rapid City Central and Sturgis are the 3 teams on the outside looking in. But a win tonight for Yankton over a Pierre team that has lost 4 in a row could help Yankton kind of get up into that top 16 and could help their cause quite a bit. So with the Governors playing here in Yankton against the Gazelles, other matches have Aberdeen Central playing at Harrisburg. Huron is in Sioux Falls at Jefferson. Watertown is also in the big town at Washington. Lincoln goes to Brookings. Out west, it's Douglas hosting Hot Springs and Sturgis hosting Lead Deadwood. After tonight, the next matches for these 2 teams. The Governors will be back home on Tuesday night for a second matchup with the Huron Tigers, and Yankton actually will have a Monday matchup at home against Class A Beersford from down in this part of the state. Pierre also has a Friday match next week at the O'Gorman Knights, which will be a big match for them as well. That's the state of volleyball in and around South Dakota, Class AA. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back, chat with our coaches. Keys to success will be coming up as you listen to Pierre Governor Volleyball on River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. Registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Hello. Here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Here we go. Keys to success. Governors back on the road. We're with Tiffany Ster, the Governor head coach, on a couple nights off of a pretty good performance, I thought, for the most part, against the Harrisburg Tigers. Coach, you had really kind of had them on the ropes in that first set, and then for much of the second set, things kind of turned from there, and then you saw what Harrisburg is capable of doing, and I think the first thing you realize is really a good measuring stick of where you are versus where maybe the top team in the state is.
Sure, it's a good measuring stick for us. I think we know that there's a length of time that we can play right there with them. For first two sets we were ahead most of the time, and by a decent margin for a lot of it. And it's why can't we transition that into the third set and the fourth set? And that's kind of been something we've been battling a little bit, something that the girls are aware of, that we're talking about regularly, been a focus for us to try and, we need to be able to put 3 straight sets together and come out with sweeps and come out with big wins. And they're aware of it, which I think is part of it, and that's kind of been our primary focus. How do you finish against a competitive team? How do you stay competitive at a high level for that long?
You've played your 5-setters this year, so you have the endurance to go long matches, but I think mental fatigue kind of set in that one.
I think so. It's not being out of shape. I think we probably condition as much as anyone. Like you've said, we've gone 5-setters and we've been successful in most of our 5th sets, and we're playing hard in that 5th set. And it's just, they got to believe. They've just got to believe. And I think you got to see that the entire gym at Pierre was pretty full, and everybody was screaming for them. They support us. They believe the girls can do it. The coaches know they can, and I think they're starting to buy in, and they'll be dangerous when they do.
Now you're down here in Yankton playing a team that you have to be favored against, and this is one of those teams that you certainly don't want to look past because they've played well at times this year.
They're by far the best 17th seed I've ever seen, and it just shows the competitiveness at this AA level that you have 16 teams that go, and there isn't one that you feel comfortable playing, where you just feel like you've kind of got this done. And I had a talk with another head coach here, and she said we barely survived Yankton. I mean, she said they are the toughest 17th seed I have ever seen, and when you look at their schedule, they've got some games I think they're going to win moving forward, and they're going to start climbing right up that ladder. So we're not playing a 17 team tonight. It's sort of a trap game when you see their record, and that you kind of feel like you got to win it. But it's their senior night. They're trying to get in the top 16, so they're going to bring it tonight.
Oh, absolutely. They're going to be pretty fired up. You've got an adjustment to make now because Lainey Rinke, libero, is down with an injury at least tonight, and you talked about that a little bit the other night, but what are the adjustments now that need to be made?
Sure. Grace Hanton is stepping in our libero position. She's a libero for junior varsity game, and then she plays the back row for us and just does a great job. She's comfortable in that role, and so I don't see that as being a huge transition that we're going to lose much of our capabilities in the back row. And then we're going to get Jordan Mayer. She's been kind of a plug-and-play for us all season long, been good at stepping in any role, and so she's going to step in and take a position in that back row, and she's anxious for the opportunity, and I know she's going to perform well.
And they did perform pretty well the other night, both of them. Is there a transition now? Maybe will you see a difference in the speed of the game a little bit between Harrisburg and Yankton, and something you'll have to account for tonight?
Well, absolutely. We watch video, and that's the first thing I recognized, right, is the speed of the game from when we played against Harrisburg to when I watched, I think I've watched a couple Yankton games, but their Brandon Valley one, it just seemed like it was a little bit in slow motion, and that's hard. That's actually hard to adjust to that and play at that speed, and Huron did it to us, and we weren't successful, and there's been teams that do it to you, and it's harder transition to make than one realizes. So we want to keep our quick offense going and try to speed them up versus let them slow us down.
Okay, the other keys to success then tonight?
It's attitude, effort, and communication for us, and we got to lay it all out there. Our goal is these next 5-6 matches that we're getting back in the win column. We want to climb ourselves back up there for a home SODAC game. We're talking kind of a new team out there right now in this October, in this playoff month, and I'm expecting to see good things from our girls.
All right, Coach, looking forward to it. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
There she is, Tiffany Ster, the Governor head coach, with Coach's comments and keys to success in our Governor pregame, always brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. As we'll step aside, hear from Central Dakota Eye Care, and we're back with Taylor Stacy, the head coach of the Yankton Gazelles. More keys to success coming up. This is Pierre Governor Volleyball.
The key to success starts with vision. Hi, this is Dr. Matthew Blazek of Central Dakota Eye Care. Regular, yearly, comprehensive eye exams are key in finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 and schedule an appointment. New patients are always welcome. The staff at Central Dakota Eye Care is proud of our area youth and support their high school activities. Best of luck in the game. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
All right, our keys to success continue as we talk with Taylor Stacy, the head coach of the Yankton Gazelles. Coach, I know it's been kind of a rough season, but boy, you look at where you are and how you're playing against some pretty good opponents this year. I know you're playing real tough volleyball. Maybe just the consistency is still needing to build. You had a 3-set loss to Brandon Valley, but again, you're right in every one of those 3 sets last Thursday.
Yeah, for sure. The consistency is the biggest part. I feel like we're kind of going down a roller coaster up and down some games, and so we're able to fight with those good teams, and then sometimes we just don't show up in a night. So we're hoping to everyone show up, especially in senior night. We have some extra excitement here tonight, so we're hoping for that.
And you got an opponent in the Pierre Governors who have lost 4 straight, and they're kind of going in the wrong direction. I imagine from your standpoint, you're looking at maybe a team you can catch off guard and maybe come out with a win tonight.
Oh yeah, for sure. As long as we put up a good fight and have our energy and play our game, I think it'll be a very good match.
Because it seems like in Double-A, even if you get above that Mendoza line and get into the top 16, it seems pretty apparent that anybody can beat just about anybody on any given night.
Oh, for sure, yeah. If you come up and show up and play your game, you really will be able to compete with anyone.
What are the things you're still looking for as far as, some things you need vast improvement on, and what's really been working for you so far this season?
I kind of preach limiting our own mistakes and letting the other team make their mistakes, and so just having that consistency with passing, setting, and hitting, like all throughout, showing up, and energy is a really big thing that I've also been trying to get past to the girls, is like the energy really throws a game which way, and so if we come out with lots of energy, then we have a great start to our match.
And those are the ones that I'm sure you're playing better in. Mm-hmm. So again, I guess for things that have been working, what is it that's gotten that you've been able to do well that has really gotten other teams off guard?
I think like our connection, our team chemistry is really positive, and so our connection between our setter and hitters and the communication that they have really gets the game moving, and especially if we're on our game, we have those faster and quicker plays which can catch the blockers of the other team off guard.
Okay, you're a first-year coach, but what do you know about the Pierre Govs and what challenges they'll pose for you tonight?
Oh, I know Pierre has always been scrappy. They're able to pick up almost anything you put over at them, and so just finding those spots on the court, finding the open spots where Pierre Governors can't get to, and that's our goal.
And they've got a pretty good block. You talked about that quick offense that maybe you'll need tonight too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know Pierre has some height in there as well, and they'll be at the net, and so we'll just have to work our way around them.
Okay. Any other keys to success tonight?
Nope.
Sounds good. Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck tonight, all right?
Thank you.
First-year head coach Taylor Stacy of the Yankton Gazelles taking over the program, and again doing quite well, but the wins have been hard to come by. They are 3-13 on the season. Thanks to the coach for her time and her comments Coaches, Keys to Success, brought to you by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. Going to go right into starting lineups. We got about 1:35 left in our pregame countdown. Starting lineups are brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. Of course, the Governors, we'll have a different look tonight. Lainey Rinke, the 5'6" senior libero, most of the time is out due to a knee injury, and there's still some swelling in their MRI is still pending on this knee for Lainey Rinke. So Grace Hanton had to step in and take over that role Tuesday night against Harrisburg. Did a heck of a job. The 5'8" junior, Grace Hanton, is the libero now for the Pierre Governors. Elise Christofferson, the 5'8" senior setter, setting up for the hitters, who will include Abigail Kropp, the 5'9" senior on the outside, Campbell Boddicker, 5'10" senior outside hitter, Campbell Cronin, 5'11" junior in the middle, Michaela Sherwood, the middle blocker at 6'2" and a junior, and Reese Terwilliger, 5'11" senior for the Governors as hitters. Jordan Mayer will come in and get more time in the back row as well, a 5'4" senior. Ellie Browers to play in the back row at 5'7" and a junior. She's battling a bit of an ankle problem, however, and Ellie, it's a question mark as to how much she'll be able to play. She actually took herself out of the JV match this afternoon, so Hadley Hart, a sophomore back row player, has been brought up in case she would be needed tonight. For the Pierre Governors, 8 and 6, number 6 in the power rankings so far. Their head coach is Tiffany Ster, assisted by Alexis Terwilliger, Chloe Kaiser, and Kim Byerly. Across the net, the Yankton Gazelles, their Envirotech starting lineups will start with their senior setter, who's a pretty good one, Camille McDermott, a 5'8" senior, setting up for the hitters. 5'7" senior Ava Collar is on the right side. Olivia Dimmer is a 5'8" junior middle hitter. Cameron Koletsky is a 6' senior on the outside. Chase Drotzman, a 5'10" outside hitter. She is a senior. And Macy Drotzman, also a senior, 5'11", and an outside hitter. For Yankton, with McDermott, Collar, Dimmer, Koletsky, and Chase and Macy Drotzman. Jade Jerry is a 5'7" freshman outside hitter who will get some time as well. And Peyton Mosier, the 5'6" senior, is the libero. She is the niece of Pierre Athletic Director Brian Mosier. Peyton Mosier, the Yankton lib, in the back row. Gazelles 3 and 13. They are the 17th out of 19. They're the first team on the outside looking in for the time being. Their head coach is Taylor Stacy. She is assisted by Amanda Blaha, Holly Mines, and Allison Pavel. Starting lineups brought to you by Envirotech in Pierre. And as I recall, now we do have a little extra time because senior night festivities will come before our national anthem here. So let's hear from Envirotech, and let's also hear from the South Dakota Attorney General's office. Their Division of Consumer Protection, they sponsor our game officials, who are the law on the court. And we'll give you those when we come back after this 1-minute timeout. We continue in our Pierre Governor and Bank West pregame. Governor Volleyball on River 92.7.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what's handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use their mobile app Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule due to the weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered. Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax return, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information such as bank or credit card account numbers, social security numbers, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think someone has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Hearing from the South Dakota Attorney General's office, their Division of Consumer Protection, as they sponsor our game officials. We affectionately refer to them as the law on the court. And tonight's netminders as game officials will be Dan Creer and Lori Creer. We saw this couple in Huron last week, and I think they're from the Sioux Falls area, now coming down to Yankton to mind the net. Dan Creer and Lori Creer. Line judges tonight will be Becky Jensen and Rick Klein. So our game officials, we thank them for doing what is very oftentimes a thankless job in officiating high school sports. The Law on the Court, sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection. Dan and Lori Creer along with Becky Jensen and Rick Klein. Senior night festivities going on as they're getting a slideshow on the big board for each of the seniors here. There are 8 of them for Yankton, so a little bit extra time here before our national anthem coming up. We should remind you, actually we'll give you an updated look of what's happening in Governor Sports, but let's remind you at the top of the hour, you're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX FM, Pierre. Leave sooner, drive slower, live longer.
There you go. Pierre Governor Volleyball and your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and drgnews.com. Our Comtech opening serve still to come in a few minutes here. Upcoming action for Governor Sports, Governor extracurricular activities with volleyball here tonight. The Governors will go home to play the Huron Tigers for the second time in 2 weeks. That'll be on Tuesday night, our next volleyball broadcast, 7 o'clock first serve, 6:30 pregame Tuesday. Governors have a matchup at O'Gorman next Friday as well as that season continues. The Governor football season is down to its final 2 weeks. The Governors have a big one at T tomorrow. Still the number 1 team, but tied with Yankton at number 1. They'll take on number 3 T area in T tomorrow. We're on the air at 6:25 with a 7 o'clock kickoff here on River 92.7 and drgnews.com tomorrow. And then a matchup at home for the Governors when they entertain the Douglas Patriots 1 week from tonight. That'll close out the regular season. Pierce should have at least 1, hopefully 2 home playoff games after that as well. Let's pause for 2 minutes and we're back with our Comtech first serve.
Now is the time to purchase your new Ford from Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. With 0% financing available on the Ford Edge, $1,000 Ford-to-Ford trade-in assistance, $2,000 off all Ford F-150s with 90 days of first payment. Stop in today or shop our extensive inventory from home at capitalcityfordtoyota.com. Count on us for your service needs, also with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Buy your Ford today from Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Ave, here, South Dakota.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Back in Yankton, you just heard from Comtech Communication and Electronic Services on the lower truck bypass in Pierre, as they will sponsor the first serve of tonight in each of our sets upcoming for the Pierre Governors, who take on the Yankton Gazelles. Still in starting lineups being announced on the floor. Let's get back to our upcoming action here for Governor Sports with Governor football tomorrow night at T at 6:25 of the pregame at home against Douglas next Thursday to close out the regular season. Also a 6:25 pregame, and again that last football game is Thursday rather than Friday, with volleyball at home against Huron Tuesday, going to O'Gorman a week from tomorrow. Cross country is down to the end of the regular season. They've got nothing but the state meet set up, and that'll be next Saturday at Yankton Trail Park in Sioux Falls. And the competitive cheer and dance team, who went to Aberdeen Central today for their final regular season competition, they've got a state meet set up at Sioux Falls at the Danny Sanford Premier Center next Saturday as well. Soccer teams are done, as the girls got one game under their belts with a win, but lost at Mitchell a week ago Saturday. The Governor boys were beaten in the first round. Tennis and golf are done. There is also the fall play going on at Riggs High Gym, as Riggs High Theater, I should say. Tonight is the first performance of the fall play, The Single Man, as the Pierre Riggs High Drama Department performs that. They'll have Friday and Saturday night performances at 7 o'clock as well, and then Sunday with a matinee at 1 p.m. So get out and see The Single Man if you get an opportunity with the Riggs High Drama Department. Our Bank West pregame show has come to an end. It is time to play some volleyball, and a big match coming up for the Pierre Governors. As you watch this one, they'll be in road black with the green numbers and white trim. They'll be hitting from right to left. Yankton on their home floor is also going to be donning black tonight, but they've got their traditional red numbers with white trim. They'll be hitting from left to right. So it's black against black as far as jerseys are concerned, but this entire night the Governors will be hitting from right to left. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. John Neff in studio. Caleb Brozick at side doing video honors for Live Ticket. Remember to watch this game as well as hear it on River 92.7 and the River 92.7 page. Yankton 3-13. Last match they played was a week ago, a straight set loss, but 3 competitive sets to Brandon Valley. They were fairly competitive with Sioux Falls Christian before that, the top team in Class A. And then losses to Sioux Falls Jefferson, again competitive against one of the top teams in South Dakota. And then they went 5 sets back on September 23rd at Aberdeen, losing the 5th set 21-19. So Aberdeen barely did get away with the victory there. First set was brought to you by Comtech. As we were talking, Campbell Boddicker missed one into the net. Yankton on their first serve, leading 1-0 from the 10-foot line. A hit that's going to go long for Macy Drotzman. So Yankton got the first one in rally scoring. The Governors get a side out right back, and we've got a 1-1 tie. Welcome to the Summit Center in Yankton. Campbell Cronin will serve for the Governors right to left. That one's across, played up by the Gazelles. And as Camille McDermott sets up Drotzman on the right side here, near side, she'll miss low and into the net. That was maybe a little bit of an overcompensation as Macy Drotzman went long and high on her first attack, misses low and into the net on her second. Govs have their first lead early, 2-1. This pass is too close to the net, really, but the Governors get a good defense at the net. Now Michaela Sherwood will take her first swing from the 10-foot line, but she will miss long, similar to what Drotzman did on her first opportunity. Now 2-2 as Yankton will get their second serve. Drotzman is back in the rotation. Comes up with it on the run, and a good keep alive for Christofferson after the return by Kropp. Little tappers across, and a kill here for the Gazelles. Trying to see who that is. I think it's Ava Collar with the tapper over number 2 and the long blonde hair. 3-2. Yankton leads. Left to right serve from Macy Drotzman. Kropp with a bit of a misplay. She'll get it back behind the 10-foot line. Couldn't get a lot on it. Now on the far side, the attack here for Cameron Koletsky, dug out by Grace Hanton. Pierre has to shove it away, and a free ball. Here's McDermott on a slide, sliding to the knees to get rid of it. Koletsky is denied. The Governors with another good block for the first touch. Christofferson sets back up to Abby Kropp on the near side, left side, but Kropp will miss low and into the net. So a couple of misses here for the Governors. Yankton now leading 4-2. Pierre's going to have to minimize those mistakes and keep balls in play. Kropp with a decent pass this time. Now on the run, shoots down the near sideline, but the dig is there by Camille McDermott. McDermott will call the third touch and bump it away. Free ball. The Governors are still scrambling, though. They've got to return the favor. Free ball back. Here's McDermott setting up Koletsky. The block is there, but it's back over and out of bounds. And Cameron Koletsky will swing and score, and the Gazelles have scored 4 in a row, taking a 5-2 advantage. Good serving to start here for Macy Drotzman. She'll go to Kropp again down the near sideline. Here's Terwilliger 8 feet away from the net. That one punched across. Koletsky on the run again, scores again. Yankton looking in a rhythm so far, leading 6-2. Tiffany Ster shouting direction and advice from the Governor bench on the far right side. Again Drotzman to Kropp. Christofferson, Terwilliger to the back row, and it's ruled a little bit long. The Governors thought that was on the line. Apparently it was not. And 6 in a row by the Gazelles have them up 6, make it 7-2. And Tiffany Ster and the Governors will take their first timeout. Timeouts in our broadcast are brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling and Pierre. Grab your favorite Coke product. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Governor Volleyball.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
On the floor for Pierre and a 6-0 run for Yankton. Have them up 7-2. Here's a net serve. Kropp kept it alive, and a good job by Christofferson. Pierre with a free ball out. Here's a tapper in the middle, and Yankton with Bryn Kenny, a 5'11 senior, finds the right spot on the Pierre side. Pierre didn't have anybody in that front left on our near side, and Yankton scores again. They've got 4 kills now in this little run that they have going on, which is 7 in a row. Drotzman continues to serve. Kropp to Christofferson. Now Sherwood outside on the right is defended well. Here is Collar. Just a tapper across, called off by Hanton. But Pierre can't get anything in system. Now Koletsky will swing again. There is Hadley Hart as she will dive and dig, but it's back to the net, and Christofferson can't make a play out of there, so Koletsky will swing and score again. And the Gazelles scoring 8 in a row right now, leading 9-2. Hadley Hart playing in place. That one's going to go long by Drotzman. Pierre will get the serve back at long last, but Hadley Hart, the sophomore, playing in place of Ellie Browers, the junior, who is out due to a bum ankle. Lainey Rinke out with a bad knee as well. She's on crutches. Here's Jordan Mayer checking in to serve. Good line drive. It's across. Yankton sent running. McDermott lays out and keeps one alive. Now it's across. Terwilliger, quick set, and a double-handed set here. Illegal touch by Elise Christofferson. That is a rare miss by AC. Peyton Mosier on to serve. The libero, 10-3. Yankton. Governors with 4 hitting errors now. Yankton has 5 kills. Pierre with none. Mosier wears the red jersey for the Gazelles. This serve played up by Mayer, and this one is on the line. Abby Kropp goes cross court. She may have gotten a break on this one. Palm shot, but it's at the feet of Rick Klein in that back left corner. So Pierre catches a break, and Kropp is back to serve in the rotation. 4 serving 10. Pierre with a ways to go, but a long way to go so far in this first set. Mayer can't keep this tapper alive. And that is Ava Collar, the senior, with her second tap kill of the night. Collar back to serve. Runner And the jump serve is over. A little bit of a lob played up by Kropp. Here comes Terwilliger on the move. Blocked by Yankton. Kept alive. Put back across by the Govs. Koletsky ready to swing again, but this one goes a little bit long. But Yankton is celebrating. Did they rule a net violation? No, they said there's a touch by the Governors at the net. Just a fingertip touch. I guess, be honest, I don't believe I saw that, but 12-4. We continue. Yankton leading by 8 again. It's Mayer to Christofferson. Now Campbell Boddicker, and this one looked like there was a touch. But this one is ruled long. Governors aren't arguing that one, so it'll go as hitting error number 5. Here with a long conversation in the team huddle after that point, just trying to get everybody to calm down. Terwilliger swings from the right side, dug out by Drotzman. She'll get it back, and a back row attack will miss long. There's the third error for Yankton. The Govs have side out back. 13-5. It's all Gazelles so far. Grace Hanton rotates up front, but she'll have to come out. Reese Terwilliger serving. She put Mosier to her feet, but a good play up by Peyton Mosier. They set up Cameron Koletsky again. Kill number 5 for the 6-foot senior. Doing her damage out on the left side. The Pierre block just not there so far. 14-5. Yankton leading. First set. Mayer plays this one up. Christofferson to Boddicker with a block up front. But it stays on the Yankton side and comes down in front. Chase Drotzman was there with the block touch, but Campbell Boddicker will score. And that is just the second kill for the Governors so far. There's Christofferson back to serve. She goes far right side. Mosier calls for it, gets it to McDermott, and a cross-court effort here is out of bounds. A miss by Chase Drotzman. So Yankton will give one back. Now the Gazelles would have to be careful about not helping the Governor cause in this case. Christofferson lobs one deep. Mosier, McDermott, good block here, and no play out of there. Macy Drotzman was denied. It's Michaela Sherwood with the first scoring block of the night for either team. Now 3 in a row for the Governors. Christofferson will try to keep this run going. Nope, that one's into the net low. AC, she gets a lot of lobs across, but sometimes when she tries to hit them a little bit harder, does tend to miss them low and into the net. That was the case here. Pierce scored 3. See if they can get a quick side out. Coming in to serve is the freshman, Jade Jerry. Here she comes from left to right, and a running jump serve played by Campbell Cronin. She wants it back. It's blocked right back. Christofferson had first touch. Cronin kept it alive, cleared away by Hanton. Now a chance for the Gazelles coming back right side, and it's down for the kill by Olivia Dimmer. Her first of the night, 16-8. Yankton with a service point. Already 9 kills for the Gazelles to only 2 for the visiting Governors. Jerry again. Cronin close to the net, and Christofferson couldn't get a play out of it. That'll be an ace for Jade Jerry. More of a misplay on the return of serve. Cronin just put a little too much on that pass. Governors not playing like the team that played Harrisburg to a near victory in set 1 2 nights ago at Riggs High Gym. Here comes Drotzman, and the Governors get a block. 1, 2, 3. They keep it alive. Cleared by Dimmer up front. Here come the Govs. In system, though. Boddicker swings and scores. The block was there, but it stays and drops on the Yankton side. Campbell Boddicker going to have to try to stay hot here if the Governors want to stay in this one. 9 serving 17. Boddicker serves. This one back to the net, and Kropp was waiting for a block that never came on the touch from across. And the return of serve turns into a point for Yankton. Another big break. Not sure who would have had that one. We'll just give it as an error to the Governors. 18-9 Yankton, but Pierre lets this one go. Grace Hanton wisely does so, and Camille McDermott misses one long in serve. Updating score, 18-10. Yankton leading as Campbell Cronin will serve. Hanton out of the back row for the time being. Coming up, left side collar is blocked, and Mosier can't keep it alive. There is Sherwood again. Michaela Sherwood with a couple of ace blocks. Here with a service point, still trailing by 7 at 11. Serving 18, Michaela Sherwood came to Yankton after a visit to the University of South Dakota down the road in Vermilion today, as I'm wearing a USD pullover for that matter. Here with another block by Terwilliger. Yankton had it back, but they'll punch it away. Christofferson to RT is good. Reese Terwilliger, who had her own visit to USD and received an offer to throw the shot put for the Coyotes next year, gets her first kill. Governors showing some life here, back within 6 at 12, serving 18. Cronin will lob one away. Mosier with a pass in the middle to McDermott. Big swing. Collar scores. Ava Collar has had a couple of touch tap kills, but this one was the full swing variety. Pierre unable to run it down. And the Gazelles lead by 7 again. 19 serving 12. On the move, McDermott, or rather Macy Drotzman serving, but missing this one low and into the net. And that's a quick one and done for Yankton. Rotating, Sherwood out. Jordan Mayer, the 5'4 senior, in for the Governors. Both teams in black. Again, Pierre hitting right to left as you watch this one at drgnews.com. Mosier with a tough return of serve. Pierre lets the swing go, but it's down and plenty of room to spare for Cameron Koletsky as she's had the hot hand here in game number 1. 20-13. Gazelles by a touchdown. Speaking of touchdowns, Yankton football going to Aberdeen tomorrow, the second-seeded Bucks. At Aberdeen Central, Pierre had to push away on a return of serve. Now Jerry got it away, Mayer, and then Christofferson, but no system. Here's Koletsky, backside, Hanton, Christofferson, Kropp swings, but it's long. Abby Kropp maybe mistimed the jump just a little bit, did not get on top of it. 7 errors for the Govs, helping Yankton to an 8-point lead again. 21-13, they've got 4 to go here in the first set. As Mosier serves. Lib to Lib, but Hanton has it back to the net. Christofferson can't get a block. That's put away by Collar. And an easy point for Yankton again. Governors struggling. Timeout number 2 taken here by Tiffany Stoser. 22-13. Home team leads game number 1 with 3 to go. As we'll take a Coca-Cola timeout in our broadcast. 30 seconds and we're back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
When you're thinking of it. Welcome back to the Owyhee Federal Credit Union Press Box. Owyhee Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
It's the top-ranked Harrisburg Tigers 2 nights ago at home. 22-13, welcome back to the Summit Center. Peyton Mosier's serve played up by the Govs. Mosier gets the dig on a one-hand punch, but Yankton will free ball it back. Mayer, Christofferson, outside right, good shot there as Terwilliger won't get the kill, but Yankton is in the net. And that helps the Governors to a side-out rally point, something they sorely needed. Trailing by 9, now back within 8, 14 serving 22. Pierre's got to get some momentum going here in a hurry. Abby Kropp will serve. That one away. Mosier will get it up off the floor, and this one long on the swing by Collar coming here on the right side. Governors get a break. Yankton, I imagine, a team that when things are down, they're just missing attacks like that. And Pierre's got to try to get some of their own breaks in here. Another miss, this time from the middle by the Gazelles. That one missed by Jade Jerry, the freshman. So Pierre getting some help here. 3 mistakes in a row by the Gazelles, and it's 16 serving 22. Collar got underneath this one. McDermott up, now a block, and no good for the Governors. That's a swinging kill for Cameron Koletsky again. Over on the left side, front, on that Yankton front line, Koletsky has been playing extremely well tonight. Pierre can only muster 3. It's 23-16. Collar put it in play, played up by the Govs. There's a swing by Terwilliger that won't go. Koletsky again through the block, but Boddicker is there this time. Christofferson ranged behind the 10-foot line, got a little too far away from the net, tried to push one back over. That is something she's very good at, but she just got a little greedy that time. Boddicker was ready for the setup, and now set point here, game 1 to the Yankton Gazelles. Mayer puts the McDermott serve in play, but a free ball back. No system for the Governors. McDermott, Koletsky, blocked this time. Mosier keeps it alive. Now a swing up front here for McDermott, but she is blocked. Pierre will back bump it away. Now McDermott more conventionally to Jerry. Nothing on that one. It's Hanton to Christofferson. Tap her over by Terwilliger, but covered up by Collar. Now Koletsky taps, and that one kept alive. But the bump is over here, and a chance for the kill. Collar waited for it. The loose ball at the net. Rather, that was Camille McDermott, the setter, who gets a hot shot kill, and Yankton is impressive throughout game number 1. Your Gales Gas Service scoreboard goes to the Gazelles in the first. It's 25-16 with a win over the Governors, as scoreboard from Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Let's pause for 2 minutes, and we'll go to game number 2 next. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball. Your official home of the Governors is River 92.7 and drgnews.com.
A new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email Scott at LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
On the floor, 2 more in serve. Also helping the Yankton cause. They only had 1 ace. Pierre got two ace blocks. But a little bit of defense from time to time. But I tell you what, the Governors are going to have to just kind of pick things up a little bit. I imagine in that intermediate pause between first and second sets, Tiffany Ster talking about, you know you're better than this, so it's it may be easier said than done, but it starts with the first pass. The Governors have been missing on some of the passes. Yankton's been getting a good first touch on the block and keeping balls alive, whereas the Governors off of their block are not able to keep much alive in that first set. Here we go. Comtech first serve of the second set put in play by McDermott, and the Gazelles, the first swing by Campbell Cronin, as we were talking about, defended well by Yankton. They get one back. Hatton with a dig, but Pierre has to free ball it away. So here it comes. Koletsky from the back row. They'll get it out. Macy Drotzman, but she can't reach this one, as McDermott sent that one a little too wide. So a hitting error for the Gazelles to start game number 2. And it is 1-0 Governors. Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by your Pierre Sports Marketing partners, who will name a few at a time. Oh my. An ace, or a miss rather, by Campbell Cronin. I thought for sure, of course I'm looking over a pair of cheater glasses. I thought that one was down inside the near sideline, but a service error by the Govs. Now they're back as the power tip by Kropp is dug up. Here's Hadley Hart with the first touch. There's the shot by Kropp, and that is good. Abby Kropp's second swinging kill. Nope, they gave that to Terwilliger, and that is her second. So we've got a 2-1 lead for the Govs. Early second set. Pierre Sports Marketing partners including Wegner Auto, Stalkin Peterson Lingle, Walti Jones LLP, Red Rosa, Pitts Design and Build, and the fine men and women of the South Dakota National Guard. Ava Collar with a swinging kill again. And there's another example of where the Pierre block is just not getting the ball up in the air for the back row to have time to keep things alive. Collar's got 5 kills now here in the early going. Peyton Mosier serves in a 2-2 tie. There goes Terwilliger on a slide out to the right. Far side, biggest hit of the night so far. And Terwilliger with a couple quick ones here. And the Govs trade side outs. It's 3-2 now. Hadley Hart out. It's a low 5 from Coach Tiffany Ster. Campbell Boddicker back in up front. There's Kropp covering one up, and a good sliding set attempt by Christofferson. Pierre cleared it away. Coming back Koletsky, but Kropp digs it up. Here's Boddicker, but that's got too much on it. And it is long, a hitting error here for the Governors. 8 of those errors in the first set. First one here in the second. We're tied 3-3, and Ava Collar will serve. And a quick change of the mind there by Jordan Mayer, but the Governors are able to clear it out. Here's Jerry up front, but she is blocked, kept it alive. Koletsky off the net a little bit, but that one goes long, and Yankton will give the Govs another point and another side out. Pierre Sports Marketing partners also including the Pierre Dental Clinic, the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce, Olinger Law Firm, Iceberg Funeral Home, Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant, and your official voice of the Governors, James River Broadcasting, River 92.7, and DRG Media Group. Another service error, this time by Terwilliger. We'll send it back to Yankton. 4 errors in serve so far by the Governors. Kropp plays one here, bump pass this time by Christofferson. It's out to the near side left, and Campbell Boddicker goes down the line out of the reach of the Yankton Diggers. And it is 5-4 Pierre. I think we have literally traded points back and forth. I don't think anybody's scored 2 in a row so far in this second set. Christofferson with an ace as Mosier gets underneath it, but sends it back over, out of bounds on the near side. It'll be the first ace of the night for the Govs. They'll take it. There's 2 in a row. Service point for Pierre. Christofferson will go again. Mosier this time, more under control. McDermott behind her, and Jade Jerry, the freshman, goes down the line and scores. Yankton back within 1 here at 6-5. Volleyball tonight in Yankton, football tomorrow at T-Area. Governor football on River 92.7, 6:25 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. Hope you can join us tomorrow night for that big one. The rematch of the 2-time Dakota Dome State Championship setup. Here's the Governors across, and Sherwood tough play. Might have been a miss hit, but she got it over on a sharp angle, and McDermott was unable to keep it in play. So Michaela Sherwood scores her first of the night. And the Governors will get it right back. 7-5. Here's Cronin serving. Collar sets it up, and Koletsky from McDermott with another hot shot. 8th kill of the night for Cameron Koletsky. Oh, they put that one up on for number 14. That's Macy Drotzman. I thought I saw 10, but it was 14. Also a hard hitter. McDermott will serve. 7-6 Governors. Crop played that one up. Hanton bails the Govs out, gets one away. Free ball, but here comes Collar right side. This one is low and in the net. Miss for Ava Collar. And Yankton will still settle for just one. Cronin serves this time. I might have said Cronin last time. That was Campbell Boddicker. This is Campbell Cronin. Right to left, it's away. Collar swings from the left side up front. Good pass. Cronin, Christofferson, and Terwilliger through the touch block and down. Reese Terwilliger warming up now, has 4, with 3 of those coming here in this second set. Governors lead 9-6. Yankton got the first one, 25-16. Here so far playing much better, but they need more offense. There's a good block up there, but Drotzman will score as Abby Kropp's return is over but out of bounds. Macy Drotzman's second kill makes it 9-7. Drotzman is rotating back to serve now, left to right, and that one stays in the net. As Macy Drotzman's third miss in serve on the night. Pierre doing a good job, even though Yankton was their own undoing that time, but Pierre doing a good job in the second set of holding Yankton to just 1 point at a time. This is Mayer. Good line drive serve. It's up, but no second play. Mosier late and reacting. McDermott couldn't get there. And a timeout to be taken here off of a Pierre ace, Jordan Mayer. Sending us to timeout this time. Govs lead the second set, looking a little bit better so far. 11-7 with a ways to go. A timeout brought to you by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. And we're back in 30 seconds with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
By Pierre Sports Marketing Partners, who include All Around Graphics, American Bank and Trust, Anderson Rumsa Dental, Capital City Campus, and Kathy Sonnenschein Properties among your Pierre Sports Marketing Partners. Brian Oakland with the call here, and the Governors so far playing better, but out of the timeout, Jordan Mayer puts a little too much on the next serve. A little bit long, another error in serve for Pierre though, and it is 11-8. Govs by 3. Peyton Mosier's turn. With a lob across, played perfectly by Mayer to Christofferson. Big swing, Terwilliger. This time Yankton unable to keep the play alive with a good block. And Reese Terwilliger continues to swing hard. 4 kills in this set for RT. 5 overall on the night, 12-8 Pierre. Kropp's turn to serve. Another one and done there for Yankton. In the meantime, there's Koletsky, but this one goes long. Pierre without a touch up front. Service point for the Governors. And Abigail Kropp will bring it again. I've seen 2 people I haven't seen in a while tonight, both former Pierre residents. We'll outline those. Special sightings here tonight. Kropp, or Collar rather, with a palm shot away. Pierre cannot time the jump. Terwilliger looking for a quick set, but this will be a miss. Had to tap it back only into the net, and it'll be 13-9. Saw former Governor track and field coach Jeffrey Gross as one of the first people I saw when I walked in tonight, here in his second year at Yankton, teaching and doing a little coaching as well. Coached the Governors to 3 straight state AA track boys track championships back in the mid-2000s. Here goes Kropp, but she has an opportunity, rather Boddicker, but that one misses long. Bit of a giveaway there for the Governors. 13-10 now. Yankton actually with their first service point, if I'm not mistaken, this entire set. Next serve up by Collar, played up by the Governors. Kropp, Christofferson, Terwilliger swings, but another good job by the Yankton block, and now a cross-court effort. Good angle here. It is Jade Jerry, the freshman, with her second in this set. Now 3 in a row for the Gazelles. Ava Collar uses the right side of the service line, will miss in the net this time. 14-11 Governors. Also seeing an old friend from Pierre for a while. Our good friend Jantina Nelson Stasny, who is a longtime resident now in Yankton once again. But Jantina, for those who know her on Facebook, has been battling breast cancer, and after surgeries, she's on her way back. But here in October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, thought it was worth mentioning our good old friend. She's right down here in front of us. Moving well. Boddicker after a Terwilliger miss in serve. Campbell off the net, but hooks one out of bounds, and a fourth error for the Governors here in this second game. Getting Yankton back in it. Pierre was up by 5. Now it's a 1-point game, 14-13. And a great hustle by Christofferson to get the play of serve, the return back. Here with another opportunity. There's Christofferson. The two-hand redirect is no good. Drotzman will swing left side through the hands of Boddicker and over the top of the back line. And Pierre needs a timeout as Macy Drotzman gets a third kill. Suddenly we're tied again. A 6-1 run for the Gazelles, and it's 14-14. Game 2, Yankton up a set so far. Coca-Cola timeout. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Hopefully it'll clear off a little bit by the time it's time for football tomorrow night, but still raining quite heavily down here in the southeastern part of the state. Here on the return of serve. Out of the timeout, got to get something back and going, but Drotzman has other ideas, and suddenly the Yankton Gazelles, who trailed 13-8 here in the second, have taken a 15-14 lead. Serving continues for Yankton. Cameron Koletsky, who's had a big night offensively, continues left to right. That one's away. Mayer sends Christofferson running. Pierre can't get in system. Hanton will bump it away. Pierre with an opportunity, but a block as the loose ball was there. Boddicker couldn't put it away. She gets another chance here, and this one will work through the block down into a lift and an illegal touch for Yankton. So Campbell Boddicker will score this one. Fourth kill for Campbell makes it 15-15. As Christofferson will serve, Mayer is out, Sherwood is back in up front off the Pierre bench. Here's Drotzman swinging and scoring. Boy, Macy Drotzman picking up where Cameron Koletsky left off in that first set. Koletsky had the hot hand with 7 kills in game 1. Drotzman was held scoreless, but now she has 5 kills here in the second. Yankton leads again, 16-15. Jerry, the youngster, back to serve. Kropp up to Christofferson, outside right this time, and Boddicker will get a kill. The dig over to the near side. McDermott could not run it down. Boddicker with 5 on the night. Ties Reese Terwilliger for team high honors so far. 16-16, anybody's ball game. Collar with the set return here. Tapper by Drotzman, covered by Kropp. Then Christofferson with a bump pass. Hatton has to call everybody off to bump it away. Now the second touch over, and McDermott catches Boddicker with her feet in the mud. A hook shot tapper, good for Camille McDermott. Campbell Boddicker checking out. Yankton at 16-16. Boddicker had the serve that time, so Hatton back in. There's a power push by Sherwood. Mosier lunges, keeps it off the floor. Now Cronin with a block and a keep alive. From the 10-foot line here. Trop can't get it to go. Another chance for Drotzman, also at the 10-foot line. Good block by Sherwood. Bump pass, Hatton. Sherwood taps it over. That's nothing more than a free ball. Here's Collar coming with it again. There's another block by Cronin, but a good job keeping it off the floor by the Gazelles. Hadley Hart with a dig. It's back over the net. Back to Drotzman. Second one for Camille McDermott is in the net as she tried to get the Governors napping again. So Pierre with a big break, but a good job there by the sophomore Hadley Hart to get a hot shot dig. Even though it went back over the net, Yankton unable to make the play. Cronin will serve in a tie game, 17-17. Good shot, good angle on that one, but Drotzman keeps it off the floor, and a palm punch over here for Ava Collar is good for another kill. Here Layton getting to that one in the back row, and again the back row has a different complexion here for the Governors because of the absences of not only Lainey Rinke, the libero, the primary off-color jersey, but also Ellie Browers, who is out with an ankle injury tonight. Terwilliger, sharp angle, no good. Here's Christofferson, kept one alive. Hart runs it down. It is back to Kropp, but another free ball away. McDermott will get it up again, and the block by the Governors is wide and out of bounds. Kill this time for Koletsky, her first of the second game, 8th of the night though. And Pierre will need to take another timeout. Yankton leads 19-17, looking to go up 2-0 if they can continue on the path they're on. 30-second timeout, sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling. We're back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Nice. At Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford and Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Terwilliger mishit, but was blocked and touched at the net. Now a swinging one-hander back to Sherwood, but she couldn't put it away. A good effort there by Macy Drotzman. A couple of times the Governors getting greedy, but got to keep your eye on the ball when you're striking. That may not have been the case here. Drotzman serves with a 3-point Gazelle lead. Terwilliger comes with the heat and misses long. 6 errors in this game for the Govs now. Some aggressive like that, some unforced. They trail 21-17. They led this game 13-8. Yankton right now on a nice little rally. 13-4 of that rally, in fact. Governors not in system. Actually, they are. That is Hatton with a bump pass out to Michaela Sherwood. Mack puts this one home with authority. That's the kind of point the Governors need. And it wasn't conventional. Christofferson had to have the first touch. Then Grace Hatton comes up with a perfect pass. Sherwood shoots it home. Saw that from Harrisburg a lot the other night, and I'll explain a little bit. There's an ace block up there. Christofferson and Terwilliger. Reese Terwilliger with the ace block here. What Harrisburg was so good at is even when they weren't necessarily in system, that second pass, no matter where it came from or who it came from, was always in a position for a hitter to get a full swing on it. And Harrisburg was able to put a lot of those away. Here's a net serve for Jordan Mayer that comes across. It's down for an ace, and suddenly the Governors have a little bit of new life. 3 in a row back within 1. It'll be 20, serving 21 after this Yankton timeout. And a Coca-Cola break in the action with 30 seconds away. You're listening to Governor Volleyball.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Insurance and real estate, First Dakota National Bank, Access Health of Fort Pierre, The Corner Station, Dakota Mart, May Adam Law Firm, and American Bank and Trust in Pierre. Sports sponsors on River 92.7, your official voice of the Governors. 20 serving 21. Jordan Mayer keeps this one in play out of the timeout. The Governors get a block on the return, but Yankton again. Now a diving dig for Hadley Hart. Back, loose ball. Yankton will have it back. Trying to set up in system here. Governors able to keep this one alive. They'll have to push it away, though. Yankton will have another chance. First one, McDermott. Then Mosier with a bump pass, and that one is scored by Ava Collar. The Governors had a libero assist a few points ago. This time Yankton gets one from Peyton Mosier to Ava Collar. Pierre scored 3, got within 1, but Yankton with a rally point, side out, 22-20. They serve. Mayer plays this one up. Here's a big swing, but Yankton again plays it well from Abby Kropp. Here's Koletsky off the net. Kropp is there. Second one as this one is blocked. Christofferson led Terwilliger close to the net. Tried to tap it over, but Jade Jerry is there to block it back, and then Christofferson got first touch, but it went the wrong direction. Yankton with another point here. 23 serving 20. Yankton wants to go up 2-0 here. Govs play this one well, but Kropp's swing cannot get down. Jerry again, backing off. Hart digs it over the net, but a missed touch here by Koletsky, who took that first one. It'll be an error for Yankton. Here gets a much-needed side out there. They trail by 2. 21 serving 23. Hart checking out. Boddicker back in up front. Kropp serves. Good line drive away, but Collar puts it up in the air. Jerry will swing. There's Kropp to dig. Back to the net. Yankton actually puts it back up in the air. They'll try Jerry again, but this one is long. Didn't miss by much, but missed by more than enough. The Governors fortunate to get the point here. Trailing by 1, 22 serving 23. I think Pierre absolutely has to have this second set. Try to even this one up, but Jerry's got other ideas. That's through a block and down on the far side. Set point coming here for the Gazelles. Jade Jerry with her 3rd kill. The freshman contributing here on senior night in Yankton. 24-22 Yankton. Serve goes to Collar. Mayer will play it to Christofferson outside. That's Terwilliger. Can't get that one down. Collar with a set dig. Jerry back to the 10-foot line. Pierre follows, tracks it all the way, but they needed to make a play and did not. They let it fall. It's easily in. Jade Jerry puts Yankton up 2-0. 25-22 in the second. Your score brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Govs have work to do. We're halfway home. 2 down, 1 to go for the Gazelles. Halftime in our broadcast brought to you by Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial in the Capitol Creek Plaza on East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. We're back in 2 minutes for Game 3. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
Since 1894.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range, There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at DancingSky.com.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision. But C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong, because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is fourth-generation family-owned and operated.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. When you're looking for a new vehicle, they make it easy. And all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop in to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
None. Govs on a long road trip. Got a lot of work to do if they want to come away here with what we've termed to be a must-win for the Govs. And why we say that is if you lose a match to a team that has a low winning percentage like Yankton does, and you're trying to maintain a top 8 placing or a seeding for the Sodax 16, well, you're not going to get much if you don't come away a victor in this one. Yankton goes bump set spike, and Macy Drotzman with a quick point. And on the Comtech first serve of set number 3, Yankton strikes first. Camille McDermott serves. Hadley Hart in the back row as Christopherson will get a point here. Hart's return went back across. Yankton tried to put it away, but Christopherson was right there. Almost as if she was blocking at the net, but she just wanted to get one to the back right, and that's exactly what she did. Very good court vision and a good play here by Christopherson. Campbell Cronin serving, but this one hooks a little bit to the left, out of bounds on the near side. Yankton up 2-1. Gazelles are just 3-13 on the season, but obviously playing a lot better than a 3-13 team would normally play. No system. Boddicker punches one back. Tap back by Drotzman. It's Christopherson first, then Terwilliger. Now Sherwood. Oh, and they both say out on the lines. I'll tell you what, I would love to have another look at that one. I really thought that was in both ways, but they rule it out. Sherwood with another hot shot. Governors. Bad break there. This one through the effort of Hart as she thought Kropp was going to make a play on it. Hot shot, serving ace for Macy Drotzman. Yankton up 4-1. Governors trying to keep the communication going, but you don't have a lot of time to talk when the serves are coming with heat. Tapper back here by Sherwood on the return. Now returned by Collar and out of the reach of Elise Christopherson. Ava Collar having a good night. She's got 8 kills. Collar has 8. Cameron Koletsky has 8. Macy Drotzman now has 6. 3 seniors playing well, and Jay Jerry, the freshman, had 4 kills in that second game. This one let go, and it's on the line, says Becky Jensen. Another one I wouldn't mind having a look at, to be quite honest, but Drotzman gets her second ace. Govs are going to make a switch here. Ellie Browers is going to give it a go. Nope, that's not Ellie, that's Ava Swenson. 5'5" junior into the back row. Hadley Hart checking out. They'll go to Swenson. Makes a good pass right up to Christopherson off the net, and Terwilliger able to score. Nicely done there for Swenson to Christofferson, and Reese Terwilliger scoring the point. Taking over team high honors in the kill column with 6. Yankton had 5 in a row to go up 6-1. Now 2 serving 6. Here's Jordan Mayer. The running serve played by Mosier, close to the net here, and across the line goes Collar. Pierre gets a break because that one wasn't played or kept alive by the Governors. Hitting error here by the Gazelles makes it 3 serving 6. As Mayer will bring it again right to left. Down the right sideline, Koletsky plays it, wants it back on the run, shoots and scores. Grace Hatton, the libero, ducked underneath that one, thought it was going to be long, but it's just on the line or a little bit in front. Koletsky with kill number 9. Gov's got to get back to that point where they believe in themselves again. Mosier misses low and into the net. Pierre will get side out back. 4 serving 7 coming up. Swenson checks out of the front line. I think in limited opportunities, she may have earned herself another trip in the next rotation. Boddicker back in up front, though. Here comes Jerry, the freshman, and somehow Yankton continues to get these swings through the Pierre blocks and down the Governor block. Normally very good, but just not working so far tonight. 8-4 our score. Third set, Yankton up, and they're looking for a 3-game sweep. Mayer able to play this one up. Here's a touch, Yankton in the net. Governors will get a point on the half-hearted swing by Reese Terwilliger. Twiggy back to serve now. Pierre down 8-5. Reese from right to left will get one across off the net. That one caught Koletsky off guard, and that'll be a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup for Reese Terwilliger with a serving ace. That is the first time we've been able to say that in a while. 6 serving 8. And a delay here while Jerry ties her shoe. Ready to go. Terwilliger now sends Drotzman low to keep that one in play. Terwilliger with the dig. Christofferson second touch. Had to try to get it across, but right there is Koletsky for a block. Score it for the Gazelles. Second ace block for Yankton tonight. 9-6 Gazelles. Koletsky serves, and this one misplayed by Abby Kropp. Turns into an ace for Koletsky. 3 of those in this third set. 4 overall on the night for Yankton. 10 serving 6. As Koletsky goes again. Kropp has this one up. In play, Boddicker swings, but that's through the block, and there is Koletsky to dig. Here comes Drotzman. One-hand power punch, and Mayer unable to time that one through the Pierre block. That'll be a kill for Drotzman. Timeout to the Governors. Early third set, but it's almost desperation time for Pierre. 11-6 Yankton. When we come back in the third, Coca-Cola timeout on the floor. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Governor Volleyball.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Every farm is unique.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
K296FI, Pierre. Put the phone down. Focus on driving.
Governor Volleyball brought to you in part by TMA, Avera Health, the Ramkota Hotel and Conference Center, Kathy Sonnenschein Properties, and Ferding Electric. And Pierre does it right. Coming out of that timeout, Campbell Cronin with a swinging kill. That'll be her first of the evening. And AC Elise Christofferson will rotate back to serve. Pierre trailing 7, serving 11. Third set. Here with it up front, and Cronin with another opportunity, but the Governors will miss long. There's been too much of that, even though that's only the first hitting error here in the third game. 12-7 Yankton, but that's been a recurring theme. The Governors on a lot of swings just have not been on top of it, haven't been able to get the angles down. Now retreating is Cronin, can't keep the Jerry serve alive. If I remember right, Pierre has now called both of their timeouts here in this third set, maybe only one. Nope, they do still have one left according to the scoreboard above the court. Jerry serves this one, goes long, so she got an ace but gives one back. And it'll be 13-8. Yankton. Boddicker will serve from the middle of the service line. Shoots one across. Koletsky plays it to McDermott. Across the way. Drotzman is crushed back with the ace block by Michaela Sherwood. That one came back in a hurry. Good technique that time for Sherwood. 13-9 Yankton. Governors serve. Collar sends this one to the scorer's table, and Campbell Boddicker will score the ace. 10 serving 13. Couple of quick points here for the Governors. Can they use that to get some momentum back? Collar again sets this one back to McDermott. Sets behind her. Swung away. A dig here for Christofferson, and now across the court, and the Governors are celebrating again. Sherwood gets one to go. Hanton with the bump assist. Sherwood's fourth kill. Timeout to Yankton this time as the Govs have come out and scored 4 straight. They're back within 2, 13-11. Gazelles, but the Govs serve when we come back in 30 seconds with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
But all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Lanes Federal Credit Union, Wagner Auto, the Lariat Lanes, and Oahe Federal Credit Union in Pierre. Pierre Sports sponsors Governor Volleyball on the air here, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com. Yankton got it back across with a tapper, but Sherwood will swing again through the block and down, and Michaela Sherwood is becoming a force here of late in this third set. On the right side for the Governors, both offense and defense working for the 6'2 senior. 12 serving 13. Boddicker, another one away, another block here for Campbell Cronin, but Yankton keeps it alive. Drotzman will time, but Palm punches it away. That is Kropp to Christofferson. Cronin can't get it in play, and Hanton and Boddicker cut each other off. That'll be a kill for Yankton, and this one goes to Camille McDermott, the setter, who has won in each of our 3 sets so far. Good run for the Govs. That one went 5. They'll need another quick side out here. McDermott serves. 14 serving 12, and Hanton puts it back to the net. Good job of keeping it alive by Christofferson, then cleared away. This is Drotzman, blocked, but back and out of bounds. AC Drotzman with her 8th kill, all of which have come in the last 2 sets combined. 15-12 Gazelles. McDermott comes again, and this one close to the net, but Christofferson keeps it in play. Sherwood, though, overshoots. She seemed to be in a rhythm on the right side, this time left middle, and could not get on top of it. 16-12, what was a nice little 5-point rally for the Govs to get back within 1. Suddenly is oozing away, or dripping away mightily. It's an ace for Koletsky off of a Governor misplay and the return of serve. Now 17-12. Just like that, the Governors need another timeout. Third set, 30 seconds. Coca-Cola breaking the action. We're back with more Pierre Governor Volleyball.
McCheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website dimmickdairy.com or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
If you ranch or farm. Welcome back to the Oahe Federal Credit Union Press Box. Oahe Federal Credit Union, where people are worth more than money.
Struggling on the road once again, much like they did in Huron a week ago Tuesday. They keep one alive here, but a block at the net, or maybe not clearing the net. We'll go with Drotzman getting the defensive point here. And again, Pierre had 5 in a row to cut a 6-point deficit down to 1. But Yankton has answered with 5 in a row, and we're back to a 6-point game, 18-12. Here's Hanton. Sherwood lost track of it. The return of serves starting to do in the Govs as McDermott gets an ace, her first of the night. Actually, they have her with 2 up there. 19-12 our score. Third set, Hatton passes this one properly, outside right though, and it's another block for Macy Drotzman. Okay, I'll tell you what, the Governors are trying their mightiest, but it's just not working out. Here in the third, McDermott again to Hatton, that's back over the net. Drotzman first touch will get it back from Koletsky from the back row, and it's a scoring, swinging kill for Macy Drotzman. That was another one. No system at all for Yankton. They just were keeping a ball alive, but yet they get a good pass on a bump from the back row, and they're able to work it to their advantage. 21-12. Yankton clears one away here. That's Christofferson, kept alive by Cronin. Then Christofferson pushes to the back corner. Koletsky keeps it in play. Drotzman this time dug out by Ava Swenson of the Govs. Now a chance for Cronin. Fortunate across. This one on the net, and then it will fall. And the Governors get a much-needed side out. Back within 8 here, but that was 8 in a row again. Yankton was up 21-12. That's the second time Yankton has gone 8 strong on a serve. Here's the comebacker for Collar that rests on the net and ricochets away from anybody in the front line for Pierre. Collar with the kill. 22-13, T-3 and counting for Yankton, who maybe did not expect a 3-game sweep, but they certainly have outplayed the Govs tonight. Terwilliger swings, that's blocked. Hanton is there, Christofferson back to Terwilliger again. On the return here by Yankton, who continues to defend well. Kropp with the tapper, this time is over the defense and down. Abby Kropp, only her second kill of the night. Pierre gets the stop on a one and done, but boy, do they need a rally right now. 14 serving 22. Jordan Mayer's turn to serve. Line drive in the net. 23-14 Yankton. Peyton Mosier's turn to serve now. And she'll return the favor. This one hooks out of bounds. A little dead air after that last serve, and sometimes there's just not a lot to say. It's not working out for the Govs here on the road tonight. They needed this game. More so, they need not to lose it rather than winning it, but Yankton's return back to the net. They'll have a serve return error. Setter McDermott brushes the backside with the net. Here with a fortunate point, 16 serving 23. Kropp comes again, and that one will sail long. Timing of serving errors not good right here for the Govs. In fact, this one gives Yankton match point, and a whole bunch of them coming as they lead 24-16. Collar will serve for the match. Mayer. And as Christofferson crosses the line, Terwilliger missed into the net anyway. That is how this one will come to an end. 3 straight for the Yankton Gazelles, who came in 3-13. The Governors, though, on a 4-match losing streak, see that one swell to 5. Gales Gas Service scoreboard in the third set. Yankton 25, Pierce 16. Yankton wins it in straight sets, 25-16, 25-22, 25-16. Yankton improves to 4-13 on the season with a big win for them as they try to stay out of the bottom 3. They want to get up into the top 16, get a Sodak 16 match. The Governors' chances for a home Sodak 16 match took a major hit with their 5th straight loss as they fall now to 8-7 on the year. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. As it gets colder, use their budget plan and keep full service and stay warm all season long with Gales Gas Service in Pierre. 3-minute timeout. We'll come back with the post game. That's sponsored by Family Dental with offices in Pierre and Gettysburg. We'll give you the recap. Big plays of the game and your player of the game also coming up in the post game. You're listening to Pierre Governor Volleyball.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
Health, happiness, and home. Hi, this is Tara Sunshine of Kathy Sunshine Properties. Purchasing or selling a home can be the largest investment you make. I invite you to choose our team to help you with the process. For over 48 years, our office has been successfully serving the buyers and sellers of the Pierre-Port Pierre area with our professional service. It is our goal to provide you with superior service. Contact me, Tara Sunshine, at Kathy Sunshine Properties, 605-224-5588.
Wagner Auto Company, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre, is your transportation headquarters in central South Dakota. With a great selection of new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, and a large selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. View their entire inventory at WagnerAuto.com. Experience the Wagner Auto difference for yourself by letting them help you with your next set of wheels. Wagner Auto Company in Pierre.
As a cooperative, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union is owned by our members. Once a member, always a member, even if you move out of the area. Learn about our share certificate specials at DakotaPlainsFCU.com or stop by and visit us on North Garfield at the Northridge Plaza. Competitive loan rates, including home loans, complete with a convenient drive-through lane. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
The Lariat Lanes in Pierre is your family fun center, with leagues for all ages starting up now for bowling, pool, and darts. Stop on out and get signed up. With bumper bowling, the new sink scoring, and a full-service snack bar, there's no better place for your kids' birthday parties or family get-togethers. And sports fanatics view all your favorite games, including the NFL Sunday Ticket, coming to the Cactus Lounge. Never complain that there's nothing to do. Come on out to your family fun center, the Lariat Lanes on the Truck Bypass in Pierre.
Cooked to perfection. Hand-cut steaks, delicious seafood, pastas, burgers, and more. Combine all that and you are at the River Run Restaurant and Bar inside the Ramkota. Come discover the great food and atmosphere with a new chef and a new menu. You have dining choices. Make the River Run Restaurant the top of your list, providing a wonderful dining experience. Serving Tuesday through Saturday from 5 to 9 p.m. Expect quality and get hooked at the River Run Restaurant inside the Ramkota in Pierre.
Back in Yankton, and a job well done by the home team as this match lasts all of about an hour and 15 minutes. Not even that. I think maybe an hour and 5 minutes for something like that. A 3-set sweep for the Yankton Gazelles, who show again that in Class AA volleyball, anybody can beat anybody on any given night. You might put maybe the top 2 or 3 teams in that upper echelon, but with teams like from Watertown at number 4, including Pierre at number 6 coming into tonight, now all the way down to number 17 with Yankton. I mean, we've seen it time and time again. Yankton has played teams very well. Just haven't been able to get the victories. Tonight, though, on senior night was certainly their night, and the Governors just did not have much going. The Govs had to play with a bit of a makeshift back row tonight, and that had maybe a little something to do with it, maybe another long road trip, but just like last week, the road did not treat the Governors very well, and tonight that seemed to be the case once again. And disappointing, I know, for Pierre, because they seemed very happy with the way they played against top-ranked Harrisburg. They rose the level of their game to take on Harrisburg at home 2 nights ago. Certainly, you've got to keep that level of intensity against teams. You can't look past anybody. That's been proven, not just in Governor matches, but all throughout Class AA this season. You cannot look past anybody in AA this season. Yankton, congrats on the victory. They break a 4-match losing streak. The Governors could not break their 4-match losing streak. That one grows to 5 now. 25-16, 25-22, 25-16 our scores. As Yankton started with an 8-point rally down 2-1 early in the first set. They go up 9-2 with 8 in a row. Started to see some errors early on for the Governors, and things that just plays they could not make that helped Yankton take that lead. They never looked back. The Governors got within, I'm going to say 6 at 14-8, 6 again at 18-12, 19-13. In fact, they were down by 9 at 22-13. They got within 6 again at 22-16, but Yankton scored the last 3 to win the first game quite easily. Second one was anybody's ball game. We traded points back and forth from 1-0 with the Govs leading 1-0, but then 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4. The Governors go up 6-4 with the first service point of the match, I believe. But then they built a lead up to 13-8. Yankton, however, scores 3. The Govs get a side out. Yankton then scored 4. That was a 7-1 run that gave Yankton a 15-14 lead. Pierre kept going back and forth, but we were tied at 15, tied at 16, then tied at 17. Another 4-point rally put Yankton up 21-17. And the Govs score 3 to get back within 1, but Yankton had an answer for everything. And if Yankton didn't have the answer, the Governors had an error. When maybe they needed a point the most. They did, again, get back within 1 at 23-22, but the Gazelles score the last 2 to make it 25-22 and a 2-0 lead. And breaking a 1-1 tie, the Gazelles scored 5 in a row again to go up 6-1 early in the third. And again, Pierre down by as many as 6 as early as 13-7. They do score 5 to get back within 1. Seemed like the momentum might start to swing as Yankton then goes from a 13-12 lead. They scored 1, and the Governors counter, but then from another 7-point rally that put Yankton up 21-13. That's pretty much what put this one away, as Yankton was able to cruise to another 25-16 victory in a straight setter. This time the Governors left wondering what's going on yet again, as and having to find some answers as this one goes straight sets to Yankton. Their 4th victory of the year. They did beat Vermilion in straight sets. They've got a win over Huron in 4 sets back in mid-September, and a tournament win in Norfolk, Nebraska over South Sioux City that went best 2 out of 3. So those were the 3 previous victories. But again, you look at Yankton's win over Huron earlier, September 12th. The Govs have a matchup at home against Huron in their next contest. That'll be Tuesday night. So and Huron has a straight set win over Pierre, but I think it kind of seemed last week in Huron that the Govs had trouble adjusting to the dimensions of the Huron Arena. Maybe you could say that about the Summit Arena here tonight as well. We'll see what happens when the Govs are back home on Tuesday against the Huron Tigers. But let's give you the stats in this one. They certainly are in favor of the Gazelles, and the kill column is where we start. 36-21, the unofficial tally in favor of Yankton, as they've got a balanced attack. 3 players will register 9 kills apiece. Ava Collar, Cameron Koletsky, and Macy Drotzman. Koletsky in particular had 7 in the first set. Collar had 4. And then Drotzman came to life in the second set with 5, plus 4 in the third. So 9 kills from those 3 seniors. And, of course, Camille McDermott doing a lot of the dishing. She'll get 3 kills herself. There was also 5 kills from the freshman Jade Jerry and 1 for Olivia Dimmer early on in the first set. 36 for Yankton. Governors with just 21 on the board. 6 from Reese Terwilliger, 5 for Campbell Boddicker, 5 more for Michaela Sherwood, who looked like she was coming to life really in that third set, but not enough, as Christofferson make it Campbell Cronin with 2. Abigail Kropp was held to just 2 kills tonight. Elise Christofferson with 1. AC with 12 set assists. Grace Hanton with a couple of bumps that turned into assists as well. 14 in that column for the Govs. Both teams with 4 ace blocks. 3 for Michaela Sherwood, 1 for Terwilliger, for Pierre, 2 for Drotzman, and 1 each from Cameron Koletsky and Jade Jerry for the Gazelles. Serving belongs in the advantage of Yankton. They've got 7 aces tonight. Koletsky and Drotzman with a couple, Jade Jerry with 2, McDermott with 1. For Pierre, Jordan Mayer led with 2 aces. Campbell Boddicker and Reese Terwilliger, Elise Christofferson all with 1 each. Pierre with 9 misses in serve, Yankton with 8. Both teams with 17 hitting errors. Govs had 8 of those in the first set. But again, tonight, I think in addition to the mistakes that were being made by the Governors, and let's not, maybe let's go with not necessarily mistakes being made as opposed to plays just not being made, as in this one, Yankton just made more plays. The Governor block was there tonight. Normally a very good block. Tonight, though, Yankton was getting them through the block and then down, whereas Pierre, on their attack, Yankton had a better block in the sense that the back row and everybody else was able to keep balls off the floor. They were able to make plays out of their own block where Pierre just could not get that done. That's part of the storyline of the game, and that'll lead us into big plays of the game coming up. We'll take a break here. Let's hear from Hermanson Endodontics. They sponsor big plays in our broadcast, and the big plays are coming up next. You're listening to the Pierre Governor Postgame.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that's not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much healthy tooth as possible using state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre.
Hermanson Endodontics with big plays of the game, and the big plays come on scoring runs early and late for the Yankton Gazelles, as an 8-point rally goes from 2-1 down to 9-2 up, and that is the first run of big plays for the Yankton Gazelles, and they cruise 25-16. Also a 5-point rally to put them up 6-1 early, but then a big rally to seal the deal. Pierre had gotten within 7 at or rather within 1 at 13-12 in that third set, but 7 in a row put them up 21-13 a little bit later on, and that is again big play number 2 from Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre, and big plays there that lead Yankton to a straight set victory. We've got players of the game coming up as well, but Tiffany Ster is coming up to talk to us on this one, and Coach, I know it was another tough night. Reminded a lot of maybe that match in Huron 9 days ago or something like that. It's just a night where plays were not being made, unfortunately. Yankton made the plays. You had a block there, but just couldn't get anything working out of the block. They were keeping their blocks alive, and to me that was the biggest difference in this match.
Yeah, I think so. Sorry. Yeah, I think so. I
got the handheld out tonight, so go ahead, Coach.
No, that's okay. Just a lot of things tonight. Kind of a goofy night. Kind of changing lineups right before the match, and we knew that Laney was going to be out, so we kind of had a plan for that. And then right before tonight's match, we have another player that gets hurt, and so we bring somebody up from sophomore that's not even on our roster to come play, and they did. They came in and they stepped up unafraid, and I thought that they did a nice job. It just, it was just a little bit different chemistry out there, I think. At some point you start to gel and start to feel where each other's at, and there's some things that we're going to need to build on that. But regardless, our serve receive is ugly.
Mm-hmm.
It was just ugly tonight. Our setter's running all over the place. We're going outside. Our outside hitters aren't connecting. Too many errors. I mean, it was just a culmination of things, and it's just what a tough night for us.
But just another example where in AA, whether it's number 4 Watertown or number 17 Yankton, I mean, everybody's going to give everybody fits. That's why you got to be on your best game each night out, whether you're playing Harrisburg or the 17 seed Yankton.
No, that's kind of the message in the locker room, and the girls just talked, when I went in there, and kind of holding each other accountable. There's some areas we need to step up, and there's some frustrated players in there. And right now they're kind of holding each other accountable very strongly. I mean, we are trying to do some good things. We are trying to climb that ladder and have a home SODAC game, and we're making it really difficult for ourselves to do that when we play like this. So I think there's some good conversation in there going on in the locker room right now.
It's good to do that. It's good to pressure yourselves. Obviously, you don't want to make too much out of it, but you still have to respond. And, another team that you get a second chance against the Huron Tigers on Tuesday, a team that Yankton has beaten this year. Yeah. So Yankton's beaten them, Huron's beaten you, but you felt that you still probably were the better team on paper, certainly against both of those teams. Yeah. Still another chance to prove yourselves Tuesday night.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is how I feel. I feel that we are the better team. I feel like physically that we can do some things. Mentally, we've got some things to talk about, and we all need to get on the same page. So, we got a big week next week, 3 tough games, and we got to get something figured out quick.
You played well at home 2 nights ago. Hopefully you play well at home again on Tuesday, Coach. Thanks for coming up and talking to about this one. The Governors fall in straight sets to the Yankton Gazelles tonight. Let's get into big plays, or we talked about your big plays of the game from Hermanson Endodontics. Let's talk player of the game, and we'll go on the winning side with this one. Our player of the game, though, is brought to you by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Let's hear from them, and your player of the game is next.
Anytime is a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Hunting the fields, fishing the waters, taking kids to activities, Cowboy Country Stores are ready for you. Feed the family while on the go with delicious foods. Breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Fresh baked pastries, coffees, regular and breakfast pizzas. Federal Bird Stamps. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores and Champs Chicken on Euclid and Harrison in Pierre and in Fort Pierre.
Cowboy Country Store is offering up the player of the game, a T-shirt going to the earner of this award. But you got to look, I think, look at the people that stepped up for the Govs who kind of had to. Hadley Hart comes in as a sophomore, and granted, she did what she could, and wasn't able to keep a lot of balls in play, but you've got Jordan Mayer playing extra effort, and Grace Hanton as well. The night that those two had, however, I think on Tuesday night was eclipsed this night in what was happening. Granted, there was a lot of struggles in serve receive from that back row. And again, you're going with the makeshift and the chemistry. It just wasn't there for the Governors tonight. That's it in a nutshell. So you're looking at the Yankton side when we talk about player of the game. And, boy, you could go a lot of ways. You're looking at Ava Collar with 9 kills. Macy Drotzman had 9 kills. And another player with 9, and Cameron Koletsky. Somebody's distributing, and that would be Camille McDermott. I don't think Yankton was playing their best game either. They did have a lot of misses tonight. But I'll tell you what, I think the way that Yankton came out, guns blazing, I'm going to go with the one who got it all started, and that was Cameron Koletsky, the 6-foot senior outside hitter. Koletsky got 7 kills of her 9 in the first set, along with Ava Collar, who had 4. Drotzman came to life in the second and the third sets. There are aces distributed as well. Koletsky, Drotzman, even McDermott I had with 1, but they had her with 2 on the board. So you give Drotzman a couple of blocks. Koletsky had 1. I think Cameron Koletsky, because of the way she played early on, got Yankton off and running, and they felt very comfortable for much of the rest of the night because of the play in that front left, especially by Cameron Koletsky. She is our Cowboy Country Store's player of the game. She'll get a t-shirt noting her accomplishments, leading Yankton to a straight set victory over the Pierre Governors tonight, 25-16, 25-22, 25-16. Your player of the game from Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. So, with that, we talk about the Governors' next match. We mentioned it's against the Huron Tigers, the second match in a couple of weeks against Huron. That'll be back home at Riggs High Gym, and that'll be at 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock first serve on Friday. And then the Govs have, Tuesday rather, then the Govs have a tough match on Friday of next week when they go back to Sioux Falls and tangle with the O'Gorman Knights. O'Gorman is not the same O'Gorman team from last year. They're not the Bergen-Riley O'Gorman Knights, but they're still O'Gorman, and they're playing a little bit better. They're 10-8 on the season. We're also actually not in action tonight, but they've got matchups against Stevens and Central coming up over the weekend. So here on Tuesday, O'Gorman at O'Gorman, Friday next week. Governor football will be next up tomorrow night as we go to T-Area, the matchup of the two-time state championship matchup, and the rematch comes tomorrow. T-Titans have lost quite a number. Of course, the Governors did too, but the Governors are 5-1. T-Area is the third seed right now with a 4-2 mark. So it'll be tomorrow night, 6:25 of the pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff here on River 92.7. Other Governor sports, having the cross-country team taking the weekend off. Their state meet is in Sioux Falls next weekend, and competitive cheer and dance with a matchup, or a competition rather, in Aberdeen tonight. Their state meet is at the Denny Sanford Premier Center next week in Sioux Falls on Saturday as well. So best of luck to cross-country and competitive cheer and dance teams. Don't forget about the fall play. The Riggs High Drama Department presenting The Single Man. First performance was at the theater tonight. They'll have Friday and Saturday night 7 p.m. performances as well. Get out and see that if you get an opportunity. There's also a final matinee performance on Sunday at 1 o'clock as we support the fine arts of Riggs High School as well. Don't forget, on your way home, as Governor fans will travel tonight in the wind and rain, buckling up. A reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, who celebrates being a part of a team. Buckling up is the best way to save your life or somebody else's in a crash. Do it for your family and friends. You've got someplace to be. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. Big thanks to John Neff for pinch hitting here tonight, covering the Governors, and technical direction back in our DRG Media Group studios. For Caleb Brozick with live video, who is taking it upon himself to take responsibility for these tough losses on the road for the Governors. But he has live video, live ticket, and we can watch this one over again on the River 92.7 page of drgnews.com. Appreciate you for joining us, and hope you can join us tomorrow for Governor football from T-Area. Until we meet then, I'm Brian Oakland, DRG Media Group Sports. Your final Gales Gas Service scoreboard is a straight setter for the Yankton Gazelles over the Pierre Governors, 25-16, 25-22, 25-16. This has been a presentation of DRG Media Group Sports, your official voice of the Pierre Governors, and drgnews.com. Good evening, everybody.